Namaste. Hamesha khush raho bitiya. My name is JBN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you freezing. Subject name is Unit Operations in Food Industry, Discipline Food and Biotechnology. Now let's start the topic. Freezing. Freezing is one of the oldest and most widely used methods of food preservation, which allows preservation of taste, texture, nutritional value in foods better than any other method. The freezing process is combination of the beneficial effects of low temperatures at which microorganisms cannot grow, chemical reactions are reduced, and cellular metabolic reactions are delayed. Freezing preservation retains the quality of agricultural products over long storage periods. As a method of long-term preservation for fruits and vegetables, freezing is generally regarded as superior to canning and dehydration with respect to retention in sensory attributes and nutritive properties. The safety and nutrition quality of frozen products are emphasized when high quality raw materials are used, good manufacturing practices are employed in the preservation process, and the products are kept in accordance with specified temperatures. Freezing has been successfully employed for the long-term preservation of many foods, providing a significantly extended shelf life. The process involves lowering the product temperature generally to minus 18 degrees Celsius or below. The physical state of the food material is changed when energy is removed by cooling below freezing temperature. The extreme cold simply retards the growth of microorganisms and slows down the chemical changes that affect quality or cause food to spoil. The need for freezing and frozen storage. Competing with new technologies of minimal processing of foods, industrial freezing is the most satisfactory method for preserving quality during the long storage periods. When compared in terms of energy, use, cost, and product quality, freezing requires the shortest processing time. Any other conventional method of preservation focused on fruits and vegetables, including dehydration and canning, requires less energy when compared with energy consumption in the freezing process and storage. However, when the low overall cost is estimated, freezing costs can be kept as low as any other method of food preservation. This is the freezing process in which liquid is converted into the solid crystals by condensation or vaporization sublimation. The freezing process mainly consists of thermodynamic and kinetic factors which can dominate each other at a particular stage in the freezing process. Major thermal events are accompanied by reduction in heat content of the material during the freezing process. The material to be frozen first cools down to the temperature at which nucleation starts. Before ice can form, a nucleus or a seed is required upon which the crystal can grow. The process of producing this seed is known as nucleation. Once the first crystal appears in the solution, a phase change occurs from liquid to solid with further crystal growth. Therefore, nucleation serves as the initial process of freezing and can be considered as the critical step that results in a complete phase change. Freezing point is defined as the temperature at which the first ice crystals appear and the liquid at that temperature is in equilibrium with the solid. If the freezing point of pure water is considered, this temperature will correspond to 0 degrees Celsius. However, when food systems are frozen, the process becomes more complex due to the existence of both free and bound water. Bound water does not freeze even at very low temperatures. Unfreezable water contains soluble solids, which causes a decrease in the freezing point of water lower than 0 degrees Celsius. During the freezing process, the concentration of soluble solids increases in the unfrozen water, resulting in a variation in freezing temperature. Therefore, the temperature at which the first ice crystal appears is commonly regarded as the initial freezing temperature. There are empirical equations in literature that can calculate the initial freezing temperature of certain foods as a function of their moisture content. There are several methods of food freezing, and depending on the method used, the quality of frozen food may vary. However, regardless of the method chosen, the main principle behind all the freezing processes is the same in terms of process parameters. The International Institute of Refrigeration has provided definitions to establish a basis for freezing process. According to their definition, the freezing process is basically divided into three stages based on the major temperature changes in a particular location in the product for pure water and food respectively. Beginning with the pre-freezing stage, the food is subjected to the freezing process until the appearance of the first crystal. If the material frozen in pure water, the freezing temperature will be 0 degrees Celsius, and up to this temperature there will be a subcooling until the ice formation begins. In the case of foods during this stage, the temperature decreases below the freezing temperature, and with the formation of first ice crystal increases to freezing temperature. The second stage is the freezing period. A phase change occurs, transforming water into ice. For pure water, temperature at this stage is constant. However, it decreases slightly in foods due to increasing concentration of solutes in the unfrozen water portion. The last stage starts when the product temperature reaches the point where most freezable water has been converted to the ice, and ends when the temperature is reduced to storage temperature. The freezing time and freezing rate are the most important parameters in designing freezing systems. The quality of the frozen product is mostly affected by the rate of freezing, while time of freezing is calculated according to the rate of freezing. For industrial applications, they are the most essential parameters in the process when comparing different types of freezing systems and equipment. This is the freezing curve in which three stages are pre-freezing, freezing, and reduction to the storage temperature. And this is the time temperature graph in which first of all liquid food product or any food particle product is decreased by increasing the time. The temperature of the food product is goes down. Then there is a super cooling stage in which the food product is below the 0 degrees Celsius. There is a phase transition from liquid to solids. Then there is increase in some temperature. Then there is a freezing point at which we get the first ice crystal, and then the temperature will reduce, and then we get the solid state or the solid or the frozen food product. Then freezing time. Freezing time is one of the most important parameters in the freezing process, defined as time required to lower product temperature from its initial temperature to a given temperature at its thermal center. Freezing time depends on several factors, including the initial and final temperatures of the product and the quantity of the heat removed, as well as dimensions and shape of the product, heat transfer process, and temperature. The International Institute of Refrigeration 1986 defines various factors of freezing time in relation to the both the productive frozen and freezing equipment. The most important ones are dimensions and the shape of the product, particularly thickness, initial and the final temperatures, temperature of the refrigerating medium, surface heat transfer coefficient of the product, change in enthalpy, and thermal conductivity of the product. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.